Thank you for joining us today. I'm Ryan Kincaid.
And I'm Jamie Grimm. Welcome to CAVS News. Chillicothe High School recently held its Christmas choral concert where songs were sung, dances were performed, and there were a couple of surprises. First off, spectators were treated to a special performance by Cole Maxton. Maxton sang Blue Christmas in his best Elvis impersonation. Choral director Mrs. Malika Nord, however, stole the show as she was presented the Ohio Music Education Association's 2018 State Teacher of the Year Award.
CHS held a holiday spirit week, and a door decorating contest was a part of that celebration. Third place went to Mrs. Dana's door, which was a take on the Scream. Second place went to Mrs. Thornsberry's library doorway, which was the rendition of the Polar Express. And first place went to Miss Clark, who had her take on the 12 Days of Mathmas.
End of course exam week at Chillicothe High School is quickly approaching. Students will be testing December 18th through the 20th. On Monday, day 1, students will be taking their first and second period tests. On the second day, Tuesday, students will be taking their third period end of course exam. Students that have classes starting fourth period will also test on Tuesday. On the last day, Wednesday, students will be taking their seventh period end of course exam, as well as students who are in classes that start fifth period. Lunch will be offered at 11:20 each day to students who want it, but it is not required to stay. Any students that need to make up tests will have to get approval to do so between 12:30 through 2:15.
And now on to the world of professional sports. We begin with the Columbus Blue Jackets, who remain in first place in the Metropolitan Division after winning 6-4 against the New York Islanders. This comes after a 7-2 loss against the Edmonton Oilers, and the Jackets play Carolina on Saturday to round out the weekend. Moving on to the NBA, the CAVS are in second place in the Eastern Conference behind Boston. Cleveland just had their 13-game winning streak snapped by the Indiana Pacers last Friday, and they rebounded with a win against Philadelphia the next day. The Cavs beat Atlanta Tuesday by a score of 123 to 114, and the LA Lakers by a score of 121 to 112. This starts a new winning streak for Cleveland as they look forward to the Utah Jazz this weekend. Now let's see how Ohio's NFL teams are doing, and it's a bit of a doozy. The 5-8 Bengals lost to the Chicago Bears by a score of 33 to 7 in a game where Cincinnati gave up 482 yards to the Bears. This loss all but guarantees that Cincinnati will not be making the playoffs. And next up is the Browns, who were oh so close to getting their first win of the year before blowing a 14-point lead to lose in overtime to the Green Bay Packers. Deshaun Kaiser's 2 interceptions led to the Packers getting a victory over Cleveland by a score of 27 to 21. Speaking of the Browns' losing streak, a loyal fan decided to start a GoFundMe page in order to put on a winless parade in Cleveland if the Browns lose the rest of their games. So far, $10,000 has been raised, with $7,500 coming from Excedrin, who will sponsor the parade. Turns out the same fan tried to do this last year, but a Christmas Eve win against San Diego meant that the $50,000 raised had to be donated to the Cleveland Food Bank. If the Browns fail to win a game, they will join the 2008 Detroit Lions as the only 0-16 team in NFL history. You can find more on this story by visiting the Cavalier newspaper on the CCSD website.
In high school sports, the Chillicothe girls basketball team recently defeated Logan 54-40. The boys basketball team beat Washington Courthouse 67-40. The CHS wrestling team beat Adena 30-18. Meanwhile, the CHS girls and boys swim teams picked up wins against Miami Trace, Washington Courthouse, Taze Valley, and East Clinton.
Each December, the Chillicothe Parks and Rec Department holds its annual holiday home decorating contest. People compete for the top 3 spots in 2 separate categories: Norman Rockwell, which is for traditional and nostalgic decor, and Clark Griswold category, which is for excessive lighting. This year, Steve and Jenny Miller of 91 Cortland Drive won first place in the Norman Rockwell category, and Charles Kennedy of 747 Jefferson Avenue won the Clark Griswold category.
Yearbooks are on sale for CHS students to pre-order online at jostinyearbooks.com. Cost is $50 and flyers will be arriving in the mail with student schedules. Any CHS senior who would like to put his or her picture in the yearbook should submit a headshot by February 26. Seniors should submit headshots by emailing vanessa.george@ccsd.us.
And that's all the time we have for this week. I'm Ryan Kincaid.
And I'm Jamie Grimm. From all of us at CAVS Media, have a great holiday.